Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, aka the Queen of the Woke. Listen, I'm not a comic book fan, but I've seen a video that has made me quite angry, actually, because it's just, right, okay, just watch it. Okay, what we're going to watch is we're going to watch a video of MCU writers, as they're calling it, who wrote the scripts for MCU characters that have appeared on our screens in recent years. And this is so interesting. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch it. Right. It's not long.
I was not very steeped in the comics.
I didn't read any comics or do any research.
I wasn't familiar with the comics. I wasn't familiar with the movies.
We didn't lean into a whole lot of the history of the comic books.
Yeah, candidly, we were not enormous comic fans.
I wasn't super into superhero comics when I was a kid. I read a lot of like indie press stuff.
First thing I was told is don't read the comics.
Really?
As a creator, they put you in a bubble. They don't let you talk about any of the other projects, right?
You know, they're up for anything.
We ultimately decided to redefine it for the series and thought that it worked better for the story that we're trying to tell.
Did you ever read you never read the comic?
When the DVD comes out, I'm going to read a full comic book and just see where we went wrong.
What, did you hear that? To see where we went wrong. Listen, I'm not a comic book reader, okay? I'm not. I'm going to be the first to admit that. I don't really know a lot about comics, okay? I find that with the images and that, they just didn't stimulate my imagination, and that's just me. But I do know what it's like to have one of your favorite things that you had growing up, and having someone take it, not know anything about it, and do a giant poop, a giant SH1T all over it. I do know what that feels like. So I feel for anyone who gets their comic book stories changed for the sake of just changing it. You know, it would be like, imagine if I was told that I was going to write a story about Emma Frost from the X-Men, but I didn't know anything about her powers. So instead of writing her to turn into diamond form, I wrote her to turn into granite. How would people feel about that? I don't think they would be very happy. Oh, Spider-Man no longer shoots his web from his wrist. He shoots it from his butt instead. You know, how well would that go down? I've seen it happen with Doctor Who. They just do it with Doctor Who. They just take what they want. They rewrite what they want. They don't look at the past history of the show. Now, people will say, well, you know, you've got to get creative, right? But it concerns me when you're told to not actually look at the original source material. A couple of years ago, when She-Hulk came out, now, I'll say it again, I don't know a lot about comics, but when I saw the first few episodes, I was with my landlord, we were watching it, and she gets a little drop of blood on her, and suddenly she becomes a She-Hulk. I knew that wasn't right. I knew that was wrong. I knew that she has a whole blood transfusion. Now, I didn't read the comics, but I knew that. And this is why people are mad, because they're just taking something and doing what they want with it. They're being told not to pay attention to the source material and just go for it, free for all. This is why people are mad. And this is why people in the who read comics, people who want to watch the MCU and watch all of these amazing storytelling, or supposed amazing storytelling, and hoping that it's going to be at least 90% representative of the original plot lines. This is why they're mad, because it's not. It isn't. It isn't. And I totally feel for them. You know, this coming to light, and this was made by Perry Chan, 1984 on Twitter. I just got this one from Geek Daddy, 75. But that was the original video. He compiled it all together. And I'm so mad about this. Like I say, they did exactly the same thing with Doctor Who. Have there been any other series where they've done that sort of thing with your favorite stories? People have expectations, and no one is living up to them at the moment, unfortunately. And it seems to be at the moment that we cannot go back. So we have to fight it in order to get it to go back. And that's a shame, because superhero movies have the potential to be some of the best movies out there. But there you go. What can you say? If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 500 subscribers. And thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.